Hello everyone, welcome to the first unit of the Globalization and Design course that we will be having this semester. We will start with a brief history of design, focusing on some of the most important industrial design landmarks. From now on, everything will be approached from a global perspective. Having that in mind, the objective of everything that we will be seeing from now on is for you to understand that we live in a globalized world. Every action will change what is happening in every other part of this planet, and that has been happening for a long time. Everything started with the Industrial Revolution. This may be the first industrial design landmark that we have, and it was marked by three different important events. Those events can be listed as follows. First, the union of two branches, the heavy and the light industry. Second, the appearance of new inventions and application of the virtually unlimited force of steam. It was not unlimited, but it seemed that way at first, especially when compared to when we did not have it. And third, the creation of the proletariat, artisans offering labor instead of handicrafts, because now we started producing a lot of things. The second landmark that we have is a person, Henry Cole, considered by some as the creator of the industrial design profession. He wanted to eliminate the gap between the industrialist and the designer. He said, an alliance between art and manufacturer would promote public taste. And he wanted designers to collaborate in the elaboration of products. Another man considered an industrial design landmark was Henry Ford, the one Ford that we all know today as one of the most famous car brands. He was best known for the creation of the T-model. He especially wanted every family in the US to have that vehicle, so he simplified production by making just that car over and over and over again. With the philosophy of small profits and big sales, and he actually achieved that. He reduced the fabrication cost from $5,000 to $500. The only problem was that you weren't allowed to choose the color of your car. Everyone used the same car, it was black, and that was it. Now, the next landmark, it's not a person, it's a design style, the styling or streamlining, used mostly to fight and eliminate an especially hard time to live in the United States, the Great Depression. This style of design is considered the capitalist concept of industrial design. Companies like Singer, General Motors, and IBM use it to reactivate the economy of the United States. It was a very striking design style and people like it, so they bought it. Now, remember that we are dealing with globalization here, and the next landmark is one that exemplifies this phenomenon clearly. Ferdinand Porsche, the designer of the Volkswagen. Volkswagen meant the people's car. It was a direct answer to the styling, the streamlining design that we saw in the United States. So, as you can see, one style in a specific part of the world produced a reaction and a complete different style in another part of the world. This kind of design was Europe's vision of design during the Second World War. Function over form. And this leads us to our next landmark, the post-war. Something that we should never have, a war, but it is what it is, and it definitely has an impressive global influence, in this case, in the defeated countries. This landmark, the post-war, is characterized by the resurgence of the defeated countries, thanks specifically to industrial design. Germany, Italy, and Japan are great examples of how industrial design helped a sunken country to re-arise, with companies like Sony, Canon, and Toshiba in Japan, the one country considered to be the best example of reconstruction of life and economy after war. Now, let's go back to a person, one of the greatest examples of globalization in a single designer and landmark in Mexico, Clara Porcet Dumas. She was a Cuban designer, winner of international awards, mostly in the United States. In 1952, she organized the first industrial design exhibition in Latin America and immediately joined the Mexican design area. So she was Cuban, had a design career in the United States, and joined the Mexican design area at the end. She knew and used the concept of globalization and became a landmark in the meantime. The last landmark that we will see in this unit is one of the most important industrial designers, one that understands the objective of this profession, and one that has inspired many other designers around the world and continue to do so. Dieter Rams. He established the 10 principles of good design. Good design is innovative. Good design makes a product useful. Good design is aesthetic. Good design makes a product understandable. Good design is unobstructive. Good design is honest. Good design is long-lasting. Good design is throughout down the last detail. Good design is environmentally friendly, and good design involves as little design as possible. Principle that a lot of designers around the world still use and will continue to do so. As you can see, industrial design has influenced many events, persons, and places around the world. But these events, persons, and places around the world has also influenced industrial design. Globalization has been around for a long time and is here to stay. And these landmarks and many others that had happened in the history of the world prove it. From now on, taking these examples as a basis to understand the importance of globalization and design, we will continue to analyze everything related to it and apply different techniques and methods needed to live in a globalized world. Thank you all.